Hello, hello. This is Robyn Zaval, and this is another Real Talk with Robyn. So today I want to talk to you about finding your passion. Sometimes people think that that's something that we should automatically know. For me, it was a huge journey. And then when I really started getting clear with I started doing assessments. I love assessments. I love finding out stuff about me. I think, all of us on Facebook have done those name tests where you get to find something out about yourself or do a personality test. So the more of those that I've done, the more clear the picture is. And what really got me and what I think is really important. So I encourage people to do assessments. I have done a core value assessment, and that really talks about core values and how you show up and what your strengths and weaknesses are and how you deal with other people and how you handle things when things don't go your way. Fascinating to know. And then there's the viacharacter.org. So this is another little character test that you take, and it like ranks, I think it's 24 different character strengths. And we all did that. And when you read like your top 10 character strengths, that'll give you a clue, first of all, of the character that you are. Even though you should know that deep down, when you see it on paper, you actually feel amazing about yourself, but it kind of clears that picture up, right? I also use numerology. I've mentioned that lots of times to my friends and people that I'm around. Numerology for me, I use that as a tool for in coaching, especially with couples coaching, because I could find out a lot about him and a lot about her without even knowing them. And I could see clearly where some of the frustrations between each other is by using numerology. And then there's also this 3-minute quiz. And so Todd and I, some of you know me and my husband. Some of you just know me. We're very opposite on so many things. So when we did the core value assessment, we showed up in the same 2 quadrants. So there's 4 quadrants, and then there's different percentages. But so we were both merchant innovators. So our core values are the same. Mine are, obviously he's much more balanced. Mine were completely off balance when it comes to strengths in like the builder and the banker. I had very low scores in that. He was pretty even. When we did our character strengths test, we had probably 5, maybe 6 in the top 10 that were the same. In other areas that he was super good at didn't even show up in my top 15. And vice versa. And then, but when we did this 3-minute test, so the 3-minute test is all about attitudes. It's all about attitudes in life, how we get annoyed with other people, how we work with other people, that kind of thing. That quiz actually showed us on the exact opposite scale. So it was interesting to find out all the differences between Todd and I am in numerology, I'm a life path 5, so it's all about freedom. He is a life path 9, so it's all about responsibility. And so we have lots of different variations, but it's super fun to actually discover who you are. But when I actually realized what I wanted to do, because I had been seeking for years and years what I wanted to do. My first introduction with business and entrepreneurship was when I was 17, and I was in Amway, and I started going to the Arco Arena, which is in Sacramento, California. Started going to Arco Arena, and I'd be surrounded by 12,000 people excited about life, right? And it was the most supportive group of people that I've ever been around. Everybody, network marketing. I love network marketing because it's very supportive. People are encouraging. That's when I got my first taste at being purposeful with self-improvement, right? We'd have the book of the month and we'd have the tape of the week and all that kind of stuff. And I love that environment. And from there, I've been in several different network marketing businesses, still searching for that thing. And I life path 5, jack of all trades. I like to try lots of different things. And it wasn't until I was at my first Tony Robbins event. So I did my first fire walk on my 40th birthday. And that was the same day that Oprah did it. And being in that room and seeing the impact of people that Tony Robbins had, I knew right then and there, if I can make that kind of impact on people, I would be so happy. And it was like 2 months after that I saw something about the Robbins Madonna's training to be a coach from Tony Robbins going through his training, and I signed up. I just couldn't imagine being anything, I couldn't imagine being happier than helping people like that. At the same time, it's really hard to compare yourself with Tony Robbins. He had already had like 35 years, maybe 30 years by then, of experience working with people. And so he had lots of history and lots of experience behind him. And then when I realized it's all about the feelings, right? And sometimes our frustrations lead us to our desires. And so I knew I wanted to be in the coaching realm. I knew I wanted to help people. I still didn't know what that looked like, right? So I picked relationship coaching because it was one of the 6 human needs. They say you need to pick some sort of a niche. You couldn't be just any kind of coach, every kind of coach. You had to pick one. And so I picked relationship coaching because it was a human need, right? There's probably no better joy that you can have than being completely in love. And then at the same time, it is one of the worst pains that you can ever have, is getting your heart broken. And so there's, the people who swear, I want to be in love. I want to be in love. And then people who swear it off. And so it's a huge realm of area there. And it was very fascinating to me. But I knew that I wasn't going to be able to make the impact that I wanted to by just relationship coaching. And I wanted to help as many people as possible. And anyways, kind of going on a tangent here. Self-discovery, learning lots of things about yourself, and actually going through the trials and the tribulations of life will lead you in the direction of your path to what you were meant to do. I was listening to Jay Shetty today. Just the last couple of days I've heard of his name. Last couple of days I've been listening to an audio book about from Jay Shetty, and he's talking about Dharma, and I didn't know what Dharma was. And Dharma is actually like your gift, your skill. And so many of us kind of live our life doing things that other people wanted us to do. It's really important that you listen to your heart, that you listen to your soul, that you feel the emotions and the draw when it comes to certain aspects of your life. And me wanting to help people was super big for me. And so I knew, being in that arena, being in that room with Tony Robbins and 8,000 people, I knew massive transformation with lots and lots of people was for me. You need to find out what that is for you. And that is one of my goals, is to help as many people as possible to find their passion, to actually self-discover themselves, and to help teach them also to be kind to themselves. So many of us are the meanest that we can be to ourselves, and I am 100% guilty of that. I'm probably horrible at self-talk, especially about my body, and feeling like I let people down. But anyways, sometimes having a conversation with me, you realize how many tabs I have open on my computer in my brain. And this talk started off with self-discovery, and then it ends with self-talk. Anyways, if you have not found out what your purpose, what your mission in life is, start with self-discovery. Start with self-discovery and go with what feels the best, right? What feels the best to you, not what anybody else expects you to do. So many people are in careers because their family expected them to be in that career, because their family's in that career, because they were really good at that at school, because it made really good money, but there is no passion in there for you. What is life worth without passion? It doesn't matter how much money you make. If you are not passionate about your life, you won't be happy. We spend so many hours at our job, at our career, to make that dollar, to then enjoy the time off when we're not at work. Back in the day, I used to really, really enjoy bartending. It was fun. I made really good money. I had lots of good friends. It was entertaining. There's lots of variety. I know now that I have gone past that, and yet I'm still bartending. And I try and make the best of it, but I know I've outgrown it, especially now that I know what my purpose is, what my passion is. I'm just waiting until I can quit. Anyways, start with self-discovery, and we'll go from there. Okay, bye.